The grass is truly green on the Irish side of the Atlantic, thanks to all the rain and sunshine it gets. Castles, lighthouses, and century-old pubs are quite commonplace, and so is the tradition of gowning green and getting sloshed on St. Patrick's Day. But not all is about making merry in the land of the leprechauns. It is also home to some of the most well-known universities, especially when it comes to professional degrees like the MBA. Irish B schools offer a cheaper and equally competent alternative to their European counterparts, despite being fewer in number. Let's take a few minutes to explore why Ireland is emerging as a strong competitor in MBA education in recent times. What are the requirements to make it into Ireland for an MBA? And what are the future prospects of international students pursuing a degree there? Stick around to find out the answers that are sure to open up a whole world of possibilities for your MBA school search. What are the benefits of an MBA in Ireland? You might be wondering what has changed in the recent past to make Ireland so attractive for business education. After all, there are only a handful of business schools that have managed to rank high in the global popularity contest for MBA education. Let's explore them. In recent times, Ireland has emerged as a transatlantic hub, attracting capital of some of the world's largest and most innovative companies. There are certain factors that work in Ireland's favor. First, American multinationals prefer markets that are healthy and growing. Ireland, in its criterion, has remained a growth leader in Europe even after recent recessions. Second, Ireland has some of Europe's youngest and most educated talent. It leads the EU as having almost 10% higher qualified workforce than the average, according to OECD reports. Productivity performance is high, which helps it not only to maintain high-value industries, but also attract skilled talent from outside. American companies have directly created over 150,000 jobs in Ireland, of which a significant number are associated with a direct multinational job. Employee headcounts have also increased at about 80% of US multinational companies in Ireland. Recent research also indicates that Ireland is one of EU's most diverse countries, with 17% of its population having a place of birth elsewhere. Ireland also ranks high for adaptability and openness in culture. Pro-trade government policies related to foreign investment also draw in high-valued enterprises like data electronics, computer software, medical, healthcare, and finance. Ireland currently hosts the European headquarters of several software giants, a majority of US IT companies, most of the top medtech companies, as well as a large number of firms dealing in financial services. In Ireland's favor lies its political stability, ease of doing business, global competitiveness, a very favorable tax regime, research and development support, and innovation in a post-Brexit English-speaking country within the EU market. In the recent past, Irish universities and institutes have dedicated their resources to promoting themselves and attracting international students. The reasons mainly lie in the revenue generated by non-EEA and EU students. Program structures, scholarships, post-study work permits are some of the major attractions. The fact that Ireland sits at UK's door without the turbulence generated by Brexit is also a reason why an increasing number of international students are considering Ireland for their study destination. Their numbers have gone up by almost 50% between 2013 to 2017, with China, India, and most South Asian countries being the biggest exporters of foreign students. As for business schools, Ireland may not have as many famous names as the US or UK, but names like the University College Dublin's Michael Smurfit Business School features among the top 100 B schools for full-time MBA in prestigious ranking lists such as Financial Times and The Economist. Trinity College, Dublin City University are also formidable competitors in the global scene. Moving on to the duration and the cost of an MBA in Ireland. Another factor helping Ireland to stand out as an MBA destination is the cost and time it takes to get the degree there. MBA programs in Ireland are usually shorter than the popular powerhouses in North America. They are also far cheaper. For instance, UCD Smurfit's highly popular full-time MBA is $38,000. Compare that to a close competitor in USA, where the tuition is upwards of $48,000. Scholarships are available to ease financing pains, even for international students. Favorable work permits, a healthy salary rise post-MBA, and employment opportunities are also a helpful cause towards making an Irish MBA desirable. Let's talk about life in Ireland as an international student. A majority of the residents of the country speak English, with a few Irish and a fewer Scottish sprinkled here and there. So getting around and being understood is not a major concern for internationals who have a good grasp of English. The cost of living could be steep, but with good job prospects on the horizon after an MBA, these can be managed quite comfortably. Leaving the cost and the ease of communication aside, it is one of those vacation-worthy, beautiful countries in Western Europe. Traveling and breaking away from the serious stuff in life can be quite welcoming in these locales. What about jobs after MBA in Ireland? Cultural flexibility and production capacity has been helping its economy grow in the past few decades. And this is a major reason why international students who are looking for higher education and a chance to build their future in a growing economy are flocking towards Ireland as an alternative to the UK, with its Brexit uncertainty. Ireland now stands as the 7th most popular international location for US students. Ireland's ever-increasing commitment to becoming a business hub in Western Europe has made it quite attractive to students of the trade, which explains its growing popularity among MBA candidates. Nearly 90% of the MBA graduates manage a competitive position within 3 months of graduation and show over 50% growth in earnings within the first 3 years. Typical starting salaries after an MBA fall in the $80,000 to over $100,000 range, depending on the university. Here's a list of the top employers. So how do you get a work permit in Ireland? International students need a D-type long-stay study visa to enroll in a full-time program in Ireland. They can work up to 20 hours a week while studying. As for working in Ireland after graduation, there is the third-level graduate program option on the Irish student visa. Students at bachelor's, level 8 or above, and master's or doctoral level, that's level 9 or above, can live and work for 12 to 24 months after graduation. You can be eligible for a green card or a work permit after 24 months. The work visa can be eventually transferred to a long-term residency upon clearing immigration stamps after 5 years. MBA candidates are viewed holistically, and Ireland, pretty much like any other international MBA program, looks for the usual suspects. A basic undergraduate degree from a recognized university is expected for applying to a business administration degree. If some candidate is lacking the requisite degree, but has compensatory professional experience, they can try their chance at a non-standard admissions process. The GMAT score provides a baseline for the quantitative, inductive, and analytical abilities of a candidate. Schools may have a preference for a certain score with a specified minimum, such as for UC Dublin, it is 600. The class profile, however, shows an average score of over 650. Applicants from non-English speaking countries need to present a proficient knowledge of the language. TOEFL and IELTS are the typical tests. The rest of the documentation like MBA essays, reference letters, resume, interviews are the other commonly required items for an application. Here's a list of the top full-time MBA programs in Ireland. Check out the list of the top executive MBA programs in Ireland. Is an MBA in Ireland worth it? There are certain caveats to keep in mind before jumping on the Irish MBA wagon. Barring UCD Smurfit, most business schools in Ireland are still not as famous globally as certain American B schools, even mid-ranking ones. This is important if you're planning to seek employment outside Ireland and are banking on your recruiters to recognize your MBA's brand power. A decent return on investment, even with cheap tuition fees, is marginalized to the handful of B schools in the country. An Irish MBA grants its students the chance to experience business education at one of Europe's growing economies of the future, and at a reasonable time and cost, making its MBA programs worth an international applicant's while. So go ahead and research your options of how an MBA in Ireland can make your career greener and brighter, even when it's not St. Patrick's Day. If you're looking for professional help with your applications, drop us an email. All the best.